Hey guys, welcome back to Explore. Today we'll talk about 10 times celebrities got exposed for lying. Let's head into it. Number 10. Lance Armstrong. Lance Armstrong got himself into a lot of trouble after he was caught lying about whether or not he took performance-enhancing drugs. Although he claimed he didn't take them to win 7 Tour de France championships, it was subsequently discovered that he was lying and that he did use the medications to help him win. He eventually acknowledged taking testosterone, human growth hormone, and EPO, a hormone that increases the quantity of oxygen in the body to aid with recovery and endurance. Lance's career was devastated by the controversy, and he was stripped of his 7 titles and became a public shame. He was also deprived of his endorsement deals, which enraged many in the business, as well as his supporters. Also, make sure to write your thoughts on all the celebrities in the comment section. Number 9. Rebel Wilson. Rebel Wilson's age has been subject of so much debate throughout the years. She was discovered lying about her age in 2018. She was claiming to be 29 years old at the time. Rebel was actually born in 1979, and she graduated from high school in 1997, according to a former classmate. As a result, Rebel would be 36 years old, rather than 29. According to Rebel, she lied about her age, because she didn't want to be passed over for parts because she was older. Number 8. Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett was just exposed in one of the worst falsehoods. Jussie Smollett claimed he was the victim of a hate crime when 2 guys assaulted him and yelled racist and homophobic epithets against him while beating him, pouring bleach on him, and tying a rope around his neck. Jussie, it turned out, had made up the entire tale. He was charged with 6 charges of lying to Chicago police and 1 count of disorderly conduct. He made up the narrative because he was dissatisfied with his pay and felt that a little attention might help. Number 7. Jack White. For years, Jack White of the White Stripes shared the stage with Meg White, the other half of the band. When they initially became famous, they told everyone that Jack and Meg were siblings, and they kept to that narrative. Unfortunately for Meg and Jack, they were caught in a lie when a journalist undertook extensive research and discovered that they were not siblings after all. In truth, the two were previously married and divorced in 2000. As a result, the entire sibling tale had to be scrapped now that the public knew that they were previously married. Number 6. Brandy. When Brandy found out she was pregnant in 2002, she announced that she and her baby's father were already married. It took some time for the truth to emerge, but Brandy had caught herself in a lie. She acknowledged in 2014 that she and her now ex Robert Smith staged their marriage. She claimed she lied about her marriage because she was frightened of what people would say if she had a child out of wedlock. As a result, the falsehood was made up and really made matters worse for her. Number 5. Ed Sheeran. When Ed Sheeran began wandering around with a large cut on his face, people began to wonder where it came from. Ed stated that his face was slashed at a party when Princess Beatrice pretended to be night musician James Blunt. She sliced his face by mistake as she moved to lift the sword. The singer continued to tell that narrative for a long time until it was discovered that he had caught himself in a lie. James Blunt put the record straight, alleging that the entire Princess Beatrice narrative was fabricated. Instead, Ed was merely inebriated and playing about when he scratched his face. They basically made up the scenario to make themselves appear cooler. Number 4. Brian Williams. Brian Williams was nothing more than a reliable news reporter. He once shared a story of how, while conveying the Iraq War of 2003, the Chinook chopper on which he was riding was forced down by missiles. But he got caught in a major lie, since that did happen. But he wasn't even aboard the chopper. He inflated the account to make it appear that he was in the thick of the action, when in fact, he was only a bystander. NBC started an investigation to dig into the tale further, and they discovered that it wasn't the first time he had inflated the narrative. As a result, he was fired from NBC Nightly News, where he had been the anchor for several years. Number 3. Milli Vanilli. Milli Vanilli was caught in one of the largest falsehoods ever, making her one of the most iconic scandals in music history when their music skipped during a performance, revealing that they weren't singing. The two were caught lip-syncing. Furthermore, it was discovered that it wasn't even their voices on the recorded audio, but rather someone else's entirely. As a consequence, they were shamed, and their Grammy Award for Best New Artist was revoked, making the duo infamous in the music industry. Number 2. Steve Rannazzisi. Steve Rannazzisi, a comedian, was caught making a tremendous falsehood. He frequently shared a narrative about how he began his job after experiencing a life-changing incident on September 11, 2001. According to his version, he was working on the 54th level of the South Tower of Merrill Lynch when the first plane hit the North Tower. He claimed to have felt it when the jet collided with the other building. He said that he was able to flee the building before the second plane struck, and that it was then that he decided that he would no longer spend time doing things he despised, and that he would pursue his ambition of being a comedian. As it turns out, the entire narrative was a hoax. He wasn't even present at the World Trade Center on the day of the terrorist attacks, and he fully made up the account. Number 1. Hilaria Baldwin. Hilaria Baldwin was caught in a falsehood in recent controversy. Hilaria has always talked with a Spanish accent and has related anecdotes about her Spanish origins on several occasions. It was subsequently revealed that Hilaria was not, in fact, a Spaniard, but rather an American born and reared in Boston. Furthermore, before 2009, she was referred to as Hillary rather than Hilaria, and as a result, she was found lying about her Spanish ancestry. People began to post proof of her accent, fading in and out, and Hilaria was questioned as to why she chose to put this phony Spanish character. What do you think about these celebrities who lied? Do you think we can forgive them for lying? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.